Hey, what's going on, guys? Kevin here, and in this video, I'm going to be going over my DraftKings Week 4 sleeper picks. So just a bit of a warning here, instead of giving out the top high-price picks for the week, I'll be giving out a few cheaper or lower-owned guys, projected lower-owned guys that I think make good plays in the large GPPs, such as the Millie Maker. Most of these players will be riskier picks that I wouldn't play in cash games. Let's get right into the picks. Oh, and before we get into them, actually, make sure you sign up for my email list because I do add more picks on Sunday morning. I send them out. It's absolutely free to join my email list. Just click on that DFS emails link in the description below. All right, let's get into it. So starting out here, I got my quarterback and wide receiver sleeper type stack. We got Mitch Trubisky, 5,200, paired with Allen Robinson from the Bears, 5,900. The Bears are at home versus the Bucks. They're 3-point favorites. We've got a decently high total here at 46.5 points. I think the Bears implied team total is around 24 points, so they're expected to put up some points. And there's a cheap stack to start off your roster. So I think it makes a good play in these GPPs. Trubisky hasn't had a good fantasy scoring game yet this year, but he is top 10 in completion rate, and he has attempted 34 or more passes in each game played. So he's getting a lot of opportunity, and he's in a good spot here against the Bucks, who are 24th in DK points against versus quarterbacks and 27th ranked DVOA pass defense. Allen Robinson has 7, 14, and 7 targets in his first 3 games. No monster game out of him yet, just 10, 18, and 8 DraftKings points in those 3 games. But I think this spot sets up pretty well for both of them. They're both fairly cheap, and they both should be somewhat low owned. So this is my favorite sleeper stack of the week. Next up at running back, I'm switching things up here. I'm going to go with a more expensive running back. There wasn't too many guys that were cheaper that I think are going to be low owned. So I'm going with a expensive running back who's going to be a little bit popular, but I think under-owned. I think he might be around maybe 12% owned or something. I think Fantasy Labs and Fanshare had him projected around the 10 to 15% mark, which I think is a little under-owned for his price and the spot he's in. The Cowboys are at home versus the Lions. They're 4-point favorites. We do have a lower total, but again, the Cowboys are 4-point favorites, so they're expected to put up some points. The Lions are 28th in DraftKings points against versus running backs, and they're the 27th ranked DVOA rush defense. Zeke has rushed for 15, or he's rushed 15, 17, and 16 times in their first 3 games, which is actually maybe a little lower than what you would expect from him. He could get up to maybe closer to 20 touches against this Lions defense, but still getting the ball quite a bit, and he sits second in the NFL in rushing yards with a solid 5.7 yards per rush. He's also been more involved in the passing game with 4, 6, and 8 targets in the first 3 games. He hasn't done too much with those targets, but I would expect that to change at some point. This could be the game. He doesn't have a breakout game so far this year, but he's been consistent with 17, 19, and 18 DraftKings points through 3 weeks. Really like Zeke Elliott this week at 7,700. My last play here is going to be a tight end. I'm going to go with George Kittle at 4,200. He has been popular the last 2 weeks, but I think he will be low owned with Garoppolo out this week, and the 49ers implied team total down at around 18 points. I wouldn't be surprised if he's maybe under 5% this week. He's seen 9, 4, and 7 targets to start the year, so he's getting a lot of targets. He's put up 14, 4, and 15 DraftKings points in his first 3 games. They're going up against the Chargers. Like I said, they're big underdogs, but the Chargers haven't been playing as well defensively this year. They're the 26th ranked DVOA pass defense. So I think this makes a good spot for Kittle. With Beathard making the start, I wouldn't be surprised if Kittle is his favorite target. A lot of times you'll see backup quarterbacks or rookie quarterbacks, guys that just aren't as good. They'll check down quite a bit to their tight ends, and I think the 49ers do kind of game plan around their tight ends a lot. So I wouldn't be surprised if Kittle had a good game at 4,200 and at low ownership. All right, guys, so again, make sure you sign up for my email list. I will be sending out more picks. Just click on that DFS emails link below to get signed up for that. And if you want to use my favorite DFS tools, I highly recommend you check out Fantasy Labs. You can copy my Sports Geek model over into your own model. There's a bunch of other pro models and a bunch of other tools there. Check out Fantasy Labs using the link in the description as well. That's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And hopefully one of you guys wins that $1 million. Talk to you later, guys.